Okay, we are recording. Hey, my name's Travis Godfrey, and I'm an independent certified health coach and wellness coach with Optavia. I'm excited, you guys, tonight because sitting right over here at her house, love technology these days, right? Especially what they're doing, is one of my clients. Her name is Pam Jensen. And what I wanted to do with this is really just give you guys, anybody that's tuning in, kind of a 360-degree view of what an RN does. I should say an ICU RN, and how her health journey has helped her deal with things that are going on today that I don't think me or you or anybody watching this would probably want to deal with or know how to deal with. But because she's made healthy choices and changed some things in her life, both physically and mentally, you know, she's one of our frontline heroes. So I love that. I'm grateful for her time. This is her day off. She's going to talk about a shift she had on Monday. Anyway, this is Pam Jensen. So Pam, thanks so much for taking some time, you know, to be with us. Do you want to just introduce yourself? I gave everybody your name, but, you know, kind of a little bit of background and so forth.
Sure. So my name is Pam Jensen. I am from Salt Lake City. So I'm currently a registered nurse in Salt Lake City at one of the local hospitals. And I've been with that particular company now for 30 years. And I'm used to seeing infectious disease, but this is definitely one for the books. And it's a mystery, and it's mysterious how it attacks. And it shows up in varying degrees of how sick it can make somebody. So, so my health journey, I've been one to wax and wane with my weight over the years, and my why is I'm just tired of hurting, and I need to take care of myself, and I can't be a help to others if I'm not taking care of myself. So, and it's us nurses are notorious for forgetting about ourselves and helping everyone else, and you know, but we forget that we can't help others if we're not helping ourselves. So my why is that it's time to take care of me, and I now have the time and the resources, and I'm kind of just tired of not feeling good. So Travis has been my coach for a couple months now, and it's just recently in the last probably a month and a half, would you say, Travis? That
Yeah,
I've really
since you
kind
got
of
home from your cruise.
Yeah, so February, probably, that I've really gotten a little bit more serious with my why. And I have found that by planning my meals and making sure I take them to work, that I can stay focused. I'm not hungry, so therefore my blood sugar doesn't drop, and I can be a better nurse. I can be a better person. I can be more compassionate. The last 2 weeks has been very difficult to stay on plan just because of the stress that's been involved, the unknown. So I've been a nurse for 17 years, and the last year I've been an endoscopy nurse. Well, with the procedures being elective and they're put on hold. Before that, I was a medical telemetry nurse for 25 years between being a CNA and a registered nurse. So that experience has put me now in the intensive care unit, where we have seen COVID patients. And I was actually exposed to 2 weeks ago. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And I haven't had any symptoms, thank goodness. And I'm grateful and so blessed. Yes, thank you. It was scary finding out because I had brought home, my children still live with me. And there's nothing worse than getting that phone call saying, hey, you've been exposed. And I've gotten phone calls in the past or emails of, oh, you've been exposed to tuberculosis, or you've been exposed to H1N1 or SARS, and so my heart sank, which is to be expected. And but honestly, I've never seen my kids clean like they did after they found out I had been exposed. And
It's a bonus then.
It was impressive. I tell you, all you have to do is tell your kids that you've been exposed and watch them clean. So, but I've been able to still go to work. I do have to check my temperature twice a day to make sure I remain asymptomatic. And while at work, I continue to wear a mask. And, you know, we're 6 feet away from each other as possible as we can in a hospital environment. The hospital is not allowing people to visit their family members, which has been really hard on these families. But, you know, we are so blessed to have FaceTime or Duo or Marco Polo, whatever avenue you choose. Plus there's telehealth, that these families can still see their loved ones and get that reassurance that all is well, because it's scary and it's the unknown, and these patients feel isolated. And so it's definitely taking this is taking a toll on everyone's mental health. And I really liked that that piece you sent me earlier today, Travis, about the grieving process and how we are grieving for our past life that was a couple of weeks ago. And it really struck me as not an idea that I automatically thought of, but yeah, this is definitely a change for a lot of people, and it's going to take some acclimating for sure. So I took care of a COVID patient, positive patient on Friday. And that he was my only patient, and he was an elderly gentleman who is doing really well. He's out of the intensive care unit, but we, as healthcare workers, have the proper protective equipment to put on. I wore a PAPR. It's those negative pressure kind of hoods that you can put on, and we are taking every precaution to make sure that we as healthcare workers are safe. And but he was my only patient. Nobody else, you know, they don't want to cross-contaminate anybody. So right now in the hospital, we have enough protective personal equipment as far as our numbers are going. So we're setting up for the worst to happen right now. We don't know if that is actually going to happen, but we've opened up a few more intensive care units and areas that normally don't house patients, but we are switching them over. And we're just kind of, we're staying calm. And so we need everybody in the world to stay calm. That's an easy knee-jerk reaction, is to panic. And it's scary, and it's the unknown, and that's always scarier than knowing. So if we can everybody can just try and stay calm and stay home. Everyone just stay home. We are such a blessed nation. We have roofs over our head. We have flushing toilets. We have fresh running water, and we need to learn to calm down and not be so. We've gotten used to be a society of immediate gratification, and therefore this is hard on a lot of people, because they're not getting that immediate gratification anymore. They're having to slow down and think about, okay, what can I be doing? Maybe I should read a book. What path is my life taking? Am I making healthy choices? Am I having not only like healthy eating, but healthy mindset and a spiritual mindset? And I am active member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And that's not for everyone, but I really feel like people need to find a spiritual, pathway, and something that's
Higher
going to give
power.
them
Yeah.
hope. Something that's going to give them hope and give them that peace, so that they can work through this grieving process of what life used to be. So, and I've been telling people for years, like, if you're sick, stay home. Stay home, for crying out loud. Like, this isn't rocket science. Stay home. It can wait. The shopping trip can wait. The basketball game can wait.
The spring break trip can wait.
Spring break, the things can wait. Like, again, it goes back to that immediate gratification. And your body's telling you something. Your body's saying, slow down, sleep, eat well, take it easy. Like, your body tells you these things. And
so Pam, can I stop you for 1 second?
yeah.
I mean, all of those people that are going to watch this, you need to send kudos to this young lady. So any of the comments, whether it be on YouTube, it's going to go on my Instagram, TV page, Health Coach Travis, and Facebook. I'll put a link for the YouTube. But show some love for this young lady. And, what she's saying is amazing. And it's not rocket science, people, but I'd like to hear Pam say, Pam, so you said you've been able to adjust your mindset and you're fueling your body in a way that's making so that you can, get through the day and deal with things. How would your life be different today and going to work knowing what we are up against, the unknown, this infectious disease that we don't know where it comes from, how long it's going to last? How would your life be different if you didn't make those choices?
Well, before I made my Y stick, I would come home after a 12-hour shift, usually 13-hour shift, and literally pop an entire bag of home style popcorn and eat the entire bag. Just sit and try and decompress with a bag of popcorn in front of the TV. And now I don't do that. I've been doing restorative yoga, actually I go straight to the shower, and then because I leave my shoes in the garage, and
Oh yeah,
I go straight to the shower because soap and water is your best line of defense.
yep.
And I'm actually able to now decompress in a healthier way, whether it's with a shower and then I go do stretching and breathing, and I like restorative yoga because it has a form of meditation with it that helps just kind of calm my brain. And had I done this a few weeks ago and not been like as far in as I have been, I think I would have fallen off kind of the food wagon. And because there's just a lot of stress, and I've had a lot of stress the last few weeks, so I haven't slept very well. But if I wasn't eating well, my sleeping would be 10 times worse. So, I'm getting my water in, and
Yeah.
honestly, water is the best thing you can do because you're not going to dehydrate yourself. When you're fully hydrated, you're thinning out any secretions you might have, whether you have allergies or a cold. It's just going to help your natural humidification of your body is through the water we drink, because our bodies are 70% water. So I'm just in a healthier mindset
What about
as
your
far as
mental frame? I mean, I
yeah,
know
I think
me. I mean, aside from the peanut butter M&Ms, which I already told you is my addiction, I am a sugar addict. Yes, I
yes.
admit it. Peanut butter M&Ms, now peanut butter um, Easter eggs, whatever those things
Oh,
are.
I know they're the best. Actually, they're the best.
But
But
what?
I find that sugar, like, actually, because it's easy for me to go to sugar when I'm stressed. But then I feel like crap.
Sure.
And it's just a really terrible cycle. It's a terrible mental cycle because then, like, you eat it and then you beat yourself up and then you self-loathing and then you don't think that you're worthy of it anymore. So then you almost fall even farther off. And so, like, if you really need that M&M, well, have one and say, okay, I'm good. I'm good. That's because this is not going to define me. This moment in our history cannot define us. Like today, I have the day off and I chose to get up, put my face on, get dressed,
Pretty
and
hot, right? Yeah, look at that face.
thank you.
She just had a birthday too, so
I did. And I did. I'm 51. So I can proudly say that. So,
that's right.
um, but it's, if you need that Reese's peanut butter cup, then just have one. But I feel like we're in this little trap, and it's allowing us to start to break us down. And so I was like, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna put my face on. I'm gonna put some cute clothes on besides scrubs and a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
told her
gonna
to dress up, but she wouldn't do it. She said it's hard to talk with that hood on.
well, and yeah, it's oh, I can't even hear anything in it half the time. So, but I just feel like we need to not, our health isn't just about our body size. It's you know a pool of different things, from our spiritual to our mental to our emotional and our nutritional health. And so I'm glad that I have all my fuelings and I pack them religiously in my little sunflower food bag. And and people know that I eat every 2.5 hours. And sometimes my lean and green is in the middle of the day. Sometimes it's at 7:30, 8 o'clock when I get home at night. But I just want, everyone to know that how important it is to stay home. And because we don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, 2 month. And I know people are getting stir crazy and that they are, chomping at the bit, trying to figure out what they can do. And maybe if they don't like their family or they don't like themselves or something, but I think it's a time to really look within, do some really good self-reflecting on what you want for the next, for the remaining of the year and the rest of your life, and whether that's, and only you can decide what that path is. But I know, as a nurse, that I can't help anyone else unless I help myself.
Holy cow, people. I just completely feel like maybe not spiritually fed, but just, I mean, she was pouring into us. I took a couple of notes here. So as her free health coach, on our program, I've seen this young lady, change 180 degrees. When she first came to me, because she's been on program once before and it wasn't her season, and decided, let's try this again. Tried to get her to come on these Zooms, let alone being recorded. That was tough. It was a phone call or a text. But if you were able to see the change that I have in her, both physically and mentally, it's amazing. And she's done this. She's taken it upon herself. But we, like she said, as a nurse or, as a father, mother, whatever our calling is currently, we need to take care of ourselves. And she's taking care of herself so that she can in turn take care of her family. She has 2 daughters at home, as well as, those people that are counting on her on a daily basis, especially in the situation that we've been thrown into that nobody could really prepare for. She's given herself grace, and that's important too, because if we continue to beat ourselves down, if we have that M&M, if we have that popcorn, she didn't mention she likes tortilla chips too.
Oh, I do.
But she
I love
substituted
them.
those with cucumber chips. But
Yes.
it's okay. It's not the end of the world. The biggest thing is we pick ourselves up, put on a pretty face, put on cute clothes, whatever it takes, and move forward. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. And, take heart to what she said. I'm in this too. Let's stay home. Let's let these caregivers do their thing so that we can, do our part as individuals to, somehow get this curve down and get to where we need to be. But like she said, I think our lives, the way they were 3 weeks ago, a month ago, is totally different. It's like 9/11, when 9/11 hit and then everything else, we do things different now. And we've got to kind of let go of the past and just know that things are going to be okay if we continue to do what we're supposed to do. But it's key, like she so eloquently put, physically, mentally healthy to be able to withstand these things. So, Pam, I love you. That was amazing. So thankful.
Love you too,
any comments you guys leave? Hey, she's amazing. And go give your healthcare givers, well, not a hug, maybe an elbow bump or a virtual hug. We call them happy hands on these. But they are, in my opinion, our heroes. They're on the front lines. We definitely have other people, but our healthcare providers, nurses, practitioners, doctors, etc. These people,
and our housekeepers, like there's so many people that housekeepers, grocery store,
truck drivers,
and we just all need to be patient with each other and love each other through this, and we'll be a better nation, and we'll just be better people if we just forgive each other and love each other through this.
You guys feel that? That's positivity right there. Anyway, you guys have an amazing Wednesday. If you are interested and want some more information, my information is down below. You know how to get a hold of me. Pam, she's an image of what you can do when you set your mind to it. And I'm grateful that she was able to come on and kind of pour from her heart. And this is vulnerable for her, people. This is out of her little comfort zone. And, she's done amazing. And I appreciate for it because it's inspired me, and hopefully it's inspired you. Like always, stay healthy, my friends. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay.